corner of her lips, nearly imperceptible. She nods toward the woman. "Save yourself the grief. It's easy picking a target you already know," she says. "Why don't you give yourself a challenge?" The man releases the young woman's shirt, turning to fully face the girl. "You think you're a challenge?" The girl tips her chin and shrugs. "Why don't you come find out?" Slowly, she lifts her hands from her pockets, raising them horizontally. I internally cringe at the vulnerable position it puts her in, my instincts thrashing to intervene, which is as impossible as it is ridiculous. The girl is as much my prey as this worthless scrap of a human. A vein pops in the man's neck, his fists curling at his sides. She shifts her feet, a subtle move the man doesn't notice. He should have. He should have realized that a regular person who distracted him enough to save his victim would have bolted by now, would have run back inside the deli and called the police. A regular person might have done that first, before ever thinking to rush for help. But not this girl. I tilt my head. She doesn't flinch, not even when he raises that meaty fist and swings. She moves quickly enough to miss it, ducking out of the second attempt too. But the third swing connects with her face before she can dodge again. Even I flinch from the resounding crack. Cassiel hisses, his dark wings unfurling partially behind him, as if he might fly down there and stand between them. The impact of the hit shakes the girl's body, twisting it to one side, but she doesn't lose her footing. Blood glistens at the corner of her lip, and she spits a mouthful of it at his shoes. And laughs. The girl laughs. "My drunk father hits harder than that," she snaps. Another shock rolls through me, the words that come out of her mouth. She widens her gaze at the young woman, who remains pressed against the alley wall. "Now would be the time to run," she says, almost exasperated, as the man approaches her, his victim forgotten behind him. The young woman blinks tears out of her eyes and bolts toward the main street at the cusp of the alley. He leaps at the girl, but she dances out of the way. She swipes her leg, trying to knock him off balance, and almost does, but he catches the move, slamming her back against the dumpster. The light from the open door casts them in an eerie glow. She laughs again as he hauls her harder against it. "You like pain, girl? Is that it?" No, that isn't it. I can see it in the cold, shattered bits of her blazing green eyes. "You call this pain?" She scoffs at the man, who has every advantage over her. She's used to this kind of assault. My stomach twists, sharp wires tangling and threatening to choke me. I shove them down, remembering why I'm here in the first place. "We should stop this," Cassiel whispers. He isn't wrong. The girl is mine. I don't need this human spilling one more drop of her blood. The tip of my black boot touches the lip of the rooftop as I prepare to jump down. "Harley?" Another man's voice sounds from the doorway, quickly followed by a looming shadow. "What the hell?" he growls as he sprints through the door, a frying pan raised over his head. "Let her go! I'll call the cops!" The man ducks, barely missing a crack to the head, then hauls ass down the alleyway. The girl, Harley, glares at the man. "I'm fine, Nathan," she says. Nathan shakes